Princess Celestia, Royal Decree, which is not, I might point out, Smite makes right. Those who listened to the previous one might have heard me talk about this one's chaos text. Yeah, there's no chaos text here. I had just had the name in front of me, and I may or may not have gotten the two confused. We have a lot of Princess Celestias at this point. So, whoops! We're not talking about Smite Makes Right, we're talking about Royal Decree, which was the name I said, so take what you will from that. So, Royal Decree, what's to say here? Well, she's a 2 for 2. That's good. That's a nice place to start. Her 4 rec, or she has 4 rec, which is a lot, but not insurmountable, especially for yellow mains. And she has a rather interesting ability. Specifically, opponents cannot play friends with 3 or more power here. So, how do you use that, right? Unfortunately, she's a meta card. A lot, and I mean a lot, of people are playing mostly cards with only 2 power. I would say approximately 75% to 80% of the friends that see serious play, competitive wise, not necessarily casually, have 2 power or less. Now, she does stop a few major friends, probably the most notable of which is Snips and Snails. So you can't Snips and Snails a problem that she's at least not unless you're going to pay 2 more to move the Snips and Snails. But, yeah. That she's unfortunately a bit narrow in the friends that the friends that she will hit. However, things might change. We never know when 3 power friends might suddenly become in vogue. I know some decks specifically try not to run anything that has less than 3 power. Specifically orange decks. Orange decks tend to run stuff with like Iron Will and Carbo Loader and Princess Big Mac and so on and so forth, and these are all pretty big friends, so she can at least prevent them from coming to play at a problem. But again, if they really do want them at the problem, they can just pay 2 to move, or they can put them at the other problem, or in some cases just put them at home. So, how do you counteract that? Well, if you have a Princess Celestia at both problems, well, then they can pretty much only play these friends at home, and that's a bit of a bummer. You can also combo this with, what is that resource called? Not study session. Oh, let me look that up real quick. But the resource I'm thinking of prevents friends from 2 or less power being played at the problem entirely. Focus study. Yeah, that one. So if you have Princess Celestia and Focus Study at the same problem, they just can't play friends there at all. You also can't play small friends there, but they can't play anything there. Now, you combine that with Showy or similar, and they can't even move stuff there. Not unless they're using abilities that move or abilities that put cards into play or something. But you can get a small lock. Like, it's a soft lock that way. There are a few ways around it, and of course, if you dismiss one of the 2 cards in question, they can play stuff just fine. But yeah, it is a way to kind of get a monopoly on a problem. So yeah, that's fun. Anything else notable about Celestia? Well, the more 3 power friends that are played in your environment, the better she is, just flat out. If a lot of people you know play 3 power friends, maybe try running a few in your yellow decks. Absolutely. Let's see. So, I think that's enough for the card, the ability itself and the card. what about the art? It's it's nice. It's not exceptional. I think we've had better Celestia art pictures for sure, but it does show pretty good profile picture of Celestia, and you can't say no to her main. She has one of the best mains in the series. Just, I mean, she's supposed to. She's Princess Celestia. But yeah, so it's not particularly special, but it's good. It's certainly good. And as for the flavor text, well, I'll leave that one up to you. Whether or not you like cake eating Celestia or not is probably going to determine whether or not you care for the flavor text. Some people, I know some people are just not a fan of the meme. Some people really, really like the meme, and then there's people like me who are like, it's fine. So, take it or leave it. I think that's really all I've got for Princess Celestia, though. I do think if sideboards were a thing, I think she would see play competitively in yellow sideboards just for certain matchups. But I don't know that she's quite good enough unless you're going for that lock that I mentioned before. But yeah, so good card, not amazing card, which is a lot of cards. We're seeing a lot more cards like that are good but not necessarily fantastic, and that's a good thing. The average power level going up is probably a good sign for the game. So I'd like to see more cards like this. Maybe a little less narrow, but still with a powerful ability. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Thank you, KingUtopia, for submitting her. Next time we will be talking about Solar Wind, the blast from the past here, right? But most of you have forgotten Solar Wind even existed. So yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone. See you in the next one.